What up, everybody? So, really good match for you guys tonight. We've got a Chinese team, which has been rebranded about 3 or 4 times in Climber. I want to say they were originally, going back a few years, CNUT, and then they were Trigger for a little bit, and then I don't know if they stuck in there for a little bit, maybe a year or so, and then right after APL finished this year, or I should say last year at 24, they lost and got knocked out of the APL, lost to Syndicate and like one other team, I forget who it was, but completely rebranded, I guess, as Climber. And I think they've gone out and got themselves some pretty decent players, because cast these guys last week against Helios, and Helios is arguably number 2 team in NA, a solid team. Arguably, you can make a case for them being top 5, and they were able to beat them 3-2 on Carentan, Canal Crossing being the midpoint. So, fast forward, here we are today, and we're going to see just how good Climber is. I mean, did they just get lucky and beat Helios, or are they the real deal? So today's matchup, obviously, is going to be against Syndicate on SME, right behind us. Midpoint will be the actual church itself, SME. And because of all the things that have come out recently, we've been able to... Oh, all right, there I am. Let me zoom back out, first of all. Okay. But anyway, in news, or where did I even put this stuff? Update 16... now has the ability to change the layout of the map. And the teams have decided that they want to do just a straight line, straight across. And I like that. I mean, it gives you the options to flank. It forces your team to play the entire map from map edge to map edge on all points. So I like what they're doing there. And in case I haven't popped that up, that's the matchup right there. Syndicate will be coming in as allies, whereas the Chinese team Climber will be coming in from the German side. So yeah, I'm excited to get this going. And in terms of predictions, it's hard to say. I think Syndicate has gotten some really, really nice players recently to come join them. They're teaming up basically with another community, MS, and they've got a lot of former TL players and a bunch of former Extreme Dinosaur players. So, it's going to be interesting to see, based on the roster that comes out tonight, just how well they match up against this new and improved Climber team. So I'm expecting a real thrilling battle. It's on a meta map. There's not going to be any sneaky stuff going on. Everybody probably played this or plays this map more than any other map I could think of. SME is probably the most played map of all the metas. So yeah, I guess let's jump into the live scene and let's get it going. But before I do that, guys, do me a favor. I'm awfully close to the 1,500. I just need a couple more. If you mind, hit that little sub button anytime I go live. Would appreciate that. So, and again, without further ado, I guess we just jump on in. Okay, so we're back recording, I think. Yes. Okay. One more time. Shit just freezes up. I mean, at least you guys are getting to see it real time. It's amazing. It's amazing. So we're obviously going to have to patch this together. We didn't lose much in terms of gameplay. It's obviously going to require me to do some patchwork later. Nova getting the whole tank crew, and he's going to keep on pushing. He's definitely going to let one of his squad mates know to come in with a satchel. That's a free kill on a tiger. Got a Panzer IV now in full retreat. Where exactly are we? We are in the soft cap. Nova. All right, 404's coming. Kill switch is coming. 404 gets dropped. Where's kill switch? He also gets dropped. But you're seeing, Climber in a very uncomfortable position right now. They've got one tank decrewed, now a second tank decrewed. Kid X, you can hear the popping off of that grease gun. He's got the satchel. Trying to get close enough to the Panzer IV. And you're starting to see the importance of this Panzer IV. The Climber Inf doing the best they can to keep it from getting satcheled. Got a bombing run from Syndicate, airhead combination. This is super aggressive. I've heard Syndicate say multiple times that they're looking to be a little more aggressive in scrims and go for that 4-1. So, airhead didn't survive the bombing run. Area E6 looking pretty good for Syndicate. Just one OP flagged. H squads OP's flagged, but you've got Stormin and Robert to the south. Maybe I'll just not do the camera. Let's just not do the camera. We'll go safe this evening. So Panzer IV heading south towards checkpoint, while the heavy basically going to sit here and engage. Well, I don't think either one of these Syndicate tanks are interested in poking their head out. Something did go down. Not even sure what that was. Big satchel. The STG-44. Zaria really worked the shit out of that. Gets the peak on Bloody, but there's too many. Syndicate is starting to lose Sainte-Mère while simultaneously capping. So things are about to get a little more interesting. Let's see how much map control Syndicate has lost in the process. We're going for this 4th point. Wow, big satchel. Taking out a full fresh spawn of Syndicate players. And we're at 50% cap for Climber. Climbers 1 minute away from taking this back from Syndicate. Syndicate must be on full retreat mode. Where are their garrisons? There's nothing. There's one just outside of the cap. That's going to be super important that they keep. One to the south. Reinforces up. It's just been put on. Now this is where it's management time. Like, how many squads do you put on strong point? You can't send everybody to the strong point and literally give up entire map control. So once you start capping and you're whatever the chevrons are, if those of you that know, you know, but people that are in the strong point itself, they can tell the commander, all right, we're 2-1, we're 3-1. That allows the squad leaders to know, okay, we can push out the sector, and I think they got the information. And they're starting to push out back to the southern half. Like we said earlier, in E6, they're going to push back down and then out. Reinforce is about to run out. Infantry looks like it's in the north, you can see. So they're getting flagged from south and north. And as we cross the 30-minute mark, quick recap on the beginning of the match. Syndicate gets out to a clean start. Not much of a contention for our midpoint, SME, Sainte-Mère-Église, and have been in control, mostly up until this most recent moment now. But you're seeing Syndicate, you know, they're responding well, making those adjustments, and good teams will do that. I mean, most teams will get tested. Tanks will come up and fill. Jump on our 76. Sun getting taken out by Connie. Drops his subs. He's out to it there. Yeah, what is going on here? Yeah, don't sweat the time, guys. It's not. It's like the more I try to help myself, the more I hurt myself. This is why you need yourself another guy, a production guy, man. With all this web-based shit, it's just never. So the time, get it before. Now we're on it. This is what happens when you get a rough start. Everything gets thrown in the wrench. The whole production, let's just say that you had, you're playing catch up. Everything follows a nice order. And that doesn't happen. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Obviously, it will be uploaded later. If you guys are interested in comp, if this looks like something that you might be interested in, make sure you reach out to Syndicate. They got a server, level 50, high-level players there all the time. You want to test yourself out, potentially get whitelisted. I think if you score well during their pubbies, you get whitelisted, and who knows? Maybe you get in touch with one of the recruiters. Daddy's one of the recruiters, and who knows? Maybe you're out here playing in one of these matches. Got Tiger rolling up. Infantry to the north. Climber owns the north while Syndicate owns the south. Big moments here, because I mean the tanks, where are the tanks? There are no tanks. You usually see tanks in the cemetery. We've got a second moving up. A second heavy. Second Tiger. I mean, this is Climber's moment. Oh shit, did that just get taken? No, that was something that just blew up along the road. It was not them. But obviously, looking at the most common area, they were expecting to see some sort of tank down that alley. They don't see it. I don't know. This doesn't really look good at all for Syndicate. They might, and let me tell you, if they lose SME, they lose Sainte-Mère-Église, the next point is Cemetery, and that's a tough hold because it's so damn close. But Syndicate's all in. They're bringing everybody from the flanks in. We've got bombing run coming from north to southwest. That front door. Kind of crazy moments right now. Does it got legs? Will it reach? Will it reach these guys? It does. Syndicate just bought them. And who is commanding today? We got to give him a shout out. It was a great Athens commanding tonight. Really nice job of creating that space Syndicate needed. Give them some breathing room. German. That is an airhead for a Climber. Wait, what? Holy shit, he just ran right by it. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I think he's... Alright, Formula... Oh my god, okay. Since 98, okay. There was no business in farming that. That's just too risky. But they're, Syndicate is not out of the woods at all. I mean, did they use the reinforce? Is reinforce is about to run out right now. Map control. They do not own the south, really. I mean, the sixth column, sixth row, which is basically this right below us, is mostly owned by Climber. Ooh, a late contest. And I gotta say, it has a lot to do with that Tiger and the crew that's in there. So they're +9. They're in the strong point itself. Oh, and that goes down. Big play. I don't know who got that. It might have been Prankster. Yeah, I think that was Prank. Big play by him. Chinese with a very aggressive OP looking to get inside of the church. Big moments right now. Taking their time. Squad leader taking out bodies, just waiting. I think he's trying to not allow anybody to saturate the outside. Yeah, their front door. Oh my, great artillery by XXY. He's got that, and I'm looking at his mark because I'm in artillery squad. That's a perfectly placed artillery round. Now, fun fact, artillery, I believe, let's check, does it burn out OPs? We're going to find out in a second. Now, kill switch goes down. I don't know if he clapped OP. Wow, what a scramble. What a scramble to fight. 76 is back up. Map control. Obviously the F is what they've been fighting over, the front door, so it's pretty even. I think it's just a reload moment for Climber. And just like I said, this is going to be a dogfight. I mean, usually a meta map like this is kind of grindy. Very predictable, but it's only predictable once a team gets boxed out, and yeah, we're in a dogfight. This is good. It's good shit by both teams. Arcadius. Bimbus goes down to the STG. So does Arcadius. Steve. I think he's got him. He's got blood. OP was clapped. Steve with the freaking rocket. They trade, but what a great rocket. OP was taken out. Squad leader's gonna have to go back that direction. Ooh, might have been a Climber OP. Slide down to the south now that things are sort of under control, maybe. It's about launching back out and getting control of those areas again here. OGK. About to run into 2 full squads, 3 if you count the squad leaders. 18 bodies potentially coming up from the south. With what kind of armor do we have? We've got a Panzer IV. Looking to gain that south. Yeah, and I'm thinking the Panzer IV is just going to sit here just to control the area. Basically, MG house. I think the Chinese team wants to make sure the checkpoint is clean and that they own the MG house so they can push up from underneath. So here's your MG house right here. And the Panzer IV is right by the glider, almost on the MSR. Back over to the front door. Meat grind. Looking hella sweaty. And just pure numbers. You could see, you know, Climber with the distinct advantage in numbers. But you do need to be careful. You just can't push recklessly. Lance DSL is a good player. Seen him multiple times. Maybe he spotted Garrison, maybe he didn't. And once again, man, I apologize. I feel like a broken record sometimes, you guys. It's almost like you've come to expect it. And it's damn depressing, honestly. People know my struggles with this OBS thing crashing. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I remember when I used to just put the most basic scoreboard up. I didn't do anything fancy, just threw a couple logos up and never had problems. But, yeah, I don't know. Once I started messing around, all these plugins and all this other stuff. But anyway, we're gonna patch this together, and we'll upload it later. So if you don't get it tonight, you'll catch it tomorrow. Sometime in the afternoon, perhaps, or morning, depending on where you are, Sunday. You know, and I really sometimes just want to get in and show you guys the close quarter for combat, but I mean, this is on such a macro level, controlling key areas of the map. I mean, there's just so much going on. I mean, it's nothing right now is stable for either team. It's constant, and I don't want to get in so tight and miss, you know, one of these wide flanks here. I mean, this game looks like it can change at any moment. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. The 276s basically kiting back and forth. This is what I was expecting a majority of the time. Flare going up. Ammo popping that out. But I expected to see this. Now Syndicate has their tanks in good positions. It's up to the infantry now to, you know, win their gunfights. Wow, Mr. Doogie just gets clapped. Tries to come out. Now he didn't have a satchel. He's just and a tank. He's got the Shrek. Not the hot box, not the satchel. So 176 is down one crew member. Grenades out. Arcadius getting the quick clap. But yeah, this is kind of crazy. I mean, this is probably the fourth or maybe fifth time Climber has already started that cap. This is a great back and forth. smoke going out. I want to say that's artillery smoke from Climber. They might be prepping for that front door push. And we've got 7. We've got a second squad leader. Kill switch in there on that Tiger. Gets both rockets in. To the north. This Whammo. Oh, this is a YOLO. Acadius. He's got one more. Let's take him out. He's got OP right behind him. Now that's one thing you don't want to do with your looks or your light tank, is that's just to keep it stationary. Keep that thing running. You never want to give the inf a chance to shoot you like that. That was just an easy kill. Oh my. Bodies. One full squad in the church. They need a satchel like ASAP. Do we have a satchel? We do not right now. Gonna be a bit of a problem. Data gets taken out. Nova. How are the garrisons? One's hot to the north and flagged. One south. Okay, the tank is in the cap. It's just outside the cap. It needs to get into the cap soon. Bombing run from command. Can it get through the church? We're going to find out. We have a contesting from Syndicate. Fresh spawn to the north. Here comes bombing run. Oh, fresh spawn from Climber. Gets that off without getting knocked out. Yeah, the scramble is on. All 3 tanks. 2 tanks, excuse me. That one's dead. No, it's not dead. 3 tanks. Competing bombing run for sure. This is Climber. Looking for Garrison. Garrison is knocked out. Yeah, Syndicate is in scramble mode for sure. They're taking the point back, but they are definitely not sitting comfortable. These tanks right now single-handedly might be saving this point. Their cap weight. Olympus yelling out. There's a satchel. Now was that might have been a Climber satchel. Sandy's inbound on the church. Wow, I think it was. I think that was a Syndicate satchel. Huge satchel play. Jeez, that might have saved the point. Along with these tanks. Now, Syndicate has gotten themselves some great tankers from MS. An OG in this game right here. Mr. Do. Dabs an OG. I mean, just some... Syndicate has very, very strong tankers. Now, that is so crazy. Is that airhead? Drop straight down. dropped data with a nice... Just waiting for that to fall out of the sky. To the north, hospice. Got one tiger. Wow. What is that? Number 2? Second serious threat that Syndicate has repelled. Well, yeah, this is one crazy game. Sick back and forth. I know we focus a lot on the front door. I mean, that's going to change the game in a hurry. Because, I mean, I just keep seeing... We got bombing run. Oh, my God. The freaking precision strike gets all the 76s. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, shit. That is huge. Holy shit, was that huge. Syndicate is plus 60 or 600, and they're going to need to get those tanks up to the front line because I'm telling you, we got a medium, we got a heavy coming out. Oh shit, this is a problem. Yep, we could at this moment see Climber take over Sainte-Mère-Église. You don't have the tanks holding down the church any longer, and the flood of Climber Inf is just creeping in now. Syndicate needs to get these guys north. Anybody who's in the south should be rotating north. Richie B's busting it up north. You're gonna have to give up map control in order to save the point. You know, if you can get your tanks up here in enough time, and there's nothing that can be done about it. This tiger here is controlling this lane. Oof. Yeah, this is significant. Syndicate is in a world of hurt. That Inf, look at the Inf just rushing. Climber Inf just in a hurry to get to that strong point. They've got a tiger tank. Is it in the... Tiger tank might not be in the cap. I believe it is. I believe it is. So that's plus 9. Fresh spawn of Inf. Yeah. Yeah, this is... I think this is Climber's moment where they recapture after an hour. This is the 1 hour mark of the match. Syndicate's been in charge. But the play of the match right now was the precision strike on those 276s. 276s. Crazy. We're 15 seconds away from Climber taking a 2-3 lead. Supplies are already inbound, dropping for that garrison they're looking to put up in the garden area to the north. And it's all but done deal. OPs need to all get replaced. There you have it. Well fought. Recapture of Sainte-Mère-Église. Nice job by Climber. Now we need to pull up map. Exactly what is Syndicate looking at? Garrison situation still good. OPs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the north. Excuse me, to the north. 1, 2. Looking good. They got to hurry these tanks up. 1. We got another one coming from Maine. Now for Syndicate, they need to put pressure on the front door, but I think if they don't get burned out in the south, I'm going to focus on the south here. Because I think if they can win in the south and get up underneath and put satchels on the church itself. But we could just park it right here. I think this is where it is, right here. Gig of Death. Putting one in on the... That is Tiger Heavy. Nothing to the north. There is backing off. Interesting. Tiger is going north to Hospice. Interesting choice. Competing air flares going out for both teams. Syndicate's in it. They're still in it. Nothing in the way of a red zone garrison, but because the proximity of this garrison here, they're going to constantly put pressure. Big spawn off garrison. Watch some of the shooters. This is kill switch. Bandaging up. Nova looking to clean up.
Throw nades.
Wow, MG gets that. Nades out. Get an OP, Nova. The church is a mess. This is where you get a satchel. If you can't win these gun battles in there, somebody needs to put like a good 60-second satchel on the church. Wow, and I tell you, once those those 276s went down, you see the whole entire match change. The whole match changed. This is interesting. Not sure what the Stewart can do. Might just irritate our heavy, but our heavy's about done playing games. Coal miner's out. Free kill for the Tiger. Yeah, there we go. Finishes off our light. Again, but a distraction, you know, maybe enough time to allow the infantry to get into the church, you know, so that Tiger's attention is not focused on the church. And then this lane where the garrison is, Tiger's not throwing HE. Chinese trying to hook around. Mr. Du has his 76 back up, watching the back end of Cemetery. So this squad is essentially stalled. And the INF, I think, from Syndicate should be able to clean up, because they're not going to be able to get across open field. This garrison is going to be their saving grace. 440. Another few minutes. Another heavy should be out. Yeah, Syndicate's going to have to play last second push. They don't have the resources to lose at this moment. Big garrison right here. Getting flagged. By this player, he goes down to Richie B's gun. Some crazy close quarter combat. This is a huge push. They know exactly where the garrison is. They know how important this area is. Climber looking to take over these buildings. They're right here. Thank God they chose wrong. The garrison's to the north. Tiger really wasting no time. Looking in position. Probably hook around to the left and get into better position to support the church. Tiger sitting on the church. And Climber is aggressive as hell. They didn't just cap and take it easy, man. These guys, they capped and kept going. I haven't said it, I mean, shout out to one of my OG 20th Panzer guys. Agent came and said hello to me before the stream. Good seeing some of the old guys. Known this guy 4 or 5 years at this point. Bombing run. Through the strong point on Cemetery. Richie B's going to get eaten up in that. This is tough. Syndicate's getting pressed all over the place. This is huge right here. front door presence on Cemetery from Climber. It's just a matter of moments before we start seeing the 4th point start to get captured. Syndicate needs to burn these guys out, and I think big spawn right here. Hager's about to run into a whole shitload of guys. He takes one. Trying to get Miracle. Miracle missing his shots. Grenade gets them both. Or actually, it might have been Hager's grenade getting. OG burns out OP. That's huge. 2 guys did get off on that spawn. Nice job by Syndicate, at least initially, but the flow of players is not going to stop. Again, this area here, where this garrison is now locked out, they're going to flood in from the north. Syndicate is getting split in 2. Guys from the north are now cut off from Cemetery. So they're not in the sector. The relevant sector is right here, these 4 boxes. Syndicate guys are, not in the area they need to be. I'll tell you, this game absolutely just flew by. And sometimes you're on a SME match and it just is just like you're coming up with stuff and you're trying to figure out what to say. This has been exciting pretty much from open, and it will be right straight till close. I know it. Syndicate's got one more big push. Medium taking shots from. Pull up. Find where their tanks are. Out in the distance, we've got crazy how things completely shifted. Syndicate is right now really struggling for map control. They do have Domo, another squad leader. Is it Settles? They want to claim this area. They need to get their garrison up over here somewhere. They lost the garrison. Front door. It's crazy how you can pinpoint one specific moment in a match where it completely flipped on its head, and that was it. I mean, you can see when you play at this level, you know, a play like that, the other team capitalized, Climber wasted no time. That information came through their Discord or wherever they're communicating, and they were on that shit quickly. I mean, they had all their infs pressing straight for the church. Tanks moved up. And that was right at about the 30-minute mark. So Syndicate has been fighting to get themselves established for the last 18 minutes or so. Now artillery, big blast on Cemetery. Absolutely going to be a disruptor. Yeah, Syndicate seems to be out of sync at the moment. So the question, I guess, that needs to be presented at this point is Climber for real? Because they beat Ilios last week, 3-2, convincingly. It looks like, after going down early, fought back really hard. Now, if that play doesn't happen, are we even discussing this? We don't know. Maybe Syndicate does hold, but if the results stay the way it is, that was an Allied bomb. Looking for the Tiger, don't believe. It might have got one. Might have got that one right there. So Athens, our commander, getting one of the two Tiger tanks. But let's go back to the talk about, you know, can Climber compete at the very, very highest level? They beat two potentially, well, in about 8 minutes. Well, a little over 8 minutes from now. They could be 2-0 in consecutive weeks against NA's top teams. I mean, the only team left to beat is a Spree. I mean, everybody has a Spree on their target list. It's just, I guess we weren't sure if Climber was good. And based on this squad that's out here tonight, I mean, this is a pretty good Syndicate team right now with the players. I mean, they got a couple recruits in here. I mean, a couple omissions. I mean, Gas and a couple other big names aren't here. But, yeah, this is not like a team that they had to slap together on a Friday or Saturday night. You know, that wasn't going to be competitive. You know, with seasonal being a little over 2 weeks away, you gotta think Climber has a chance of upsetting some of these top teams. You know, they're gonna get a chance to see how good they are. They're gonna go up against the 116s. They're gonna go up against WTH. You know, I mean, you're gonna test yourself against the very best, and you know, they could shock some people. Garrison's been sitting there for a little bit. Syndicate can get enough frontal pressure, which it seems like they're starting to make way. Now that thing's locked out. I'm not sure if it's going to be taken, although this squad lead here might be the one. Yeah, he's the one triggering it, but he should be away from it. It should open up. Haggard gets him, unlocks the Garrison. Sometimes you find out how good a team is when, the box out and everything that you've practiced and rehearsed doesn't go according to plan. You've got to sort of improvise a little bit. So I think this is a good test for Syndicate. Having to do things on the fly, and especially when you go down tanks. Even though we're seeing some cap progress on Cemetery, it's not the same threat as it was earlier. Syndicate's in a much better position. The tanks in the back will probably clean up. Mr. Dew, Dabs, and them hold the back end of Cemetery until their time is called. I mean, we're getting awfully close. We see Airhead coming down. Oh, I do. You guys should be seeing it into your screen right now. That is a Climber Airhead. Sounds like a bombing run to follow up. It is. This will be Climber's final bombing run. And this is beautifully timed because you can see the Amphirs were just waiting on it. Airhead is coming in front. Is it going to land in the cemetery itself? No. Just outside the cemetery. Holy shit. Okay. The boys in the tank had it. They saw it come down. Nice job taking away the threat. And you can just throw map control out and all this other stuff because I mean, you're not going to completely give up defense in the north or in the south, but you're going to see, like, it's going to be held by a skeleton crew in the north and south. Majority is going to be, can we win our front door? Because we're so damn close to SME. I mean, there's a large group of guys, and they just need to get there. It looks easy, trust me. It's not. They're going through hell right here. This is so grindy. Picture of these tanks. It's still got a Tiger, second Tiger, two Tigers, infantry pressing, cemetery. If I were to give you a prediction, it's not looking good. The odds of Syndicate making this happen, not looking all that great at the moment. Last-ditch effort on the Airhead. Syndicate Airhead. Bombing run combo from Athens. It's important that you time it up. You can see that it's right there. Bombing run through the church. Wow, the Airhead is smoked. Fake with a nice job. I think he's smoking it. Choxy smoking it. Everybody in? How we doing? It's red. It's not gone. It is locked out. They can't spawn on it. Get a satchel. I don't know. If you can get into the church, get a satchel on it. Screw the Airhead. Maybe they've got a garrison to the rear. They just popped it. Good job. Eggs getting that garrison up, front door style. Right there below us. Airhead's probably gone. No, it is still up and alive. Can you believe this shit? I think CU has forgotten about it. The Tiger hasn't. Tiger's still sitting there patiently waiting for a spawn. So all the attention is on the church. South, it's got nothing. Okay, it's locked out now. It's only up for about a minute. So that Airhead just might time out, even though it's not blown up. Big spawn off garrison built by eggs. Recon flare going up. Airhead is still popping. Everybody in the south, everybody in the north, converge. It's go time. You got 1 minute. The cap is 2 minutes of continuous progress in order to capture the point. Climber does not have a bombing run, and I'm not sure if Syndicate has used their final bombing run. That's just amazing. Great airhead. I bet you Tiger doesn't even know it's there. "28 seconds. But this is shaping up to be a GG for Climber. A well-fought comeback victory in the next 15 seconds, unless something special happens. Real tough game. I mean, just a great game overall. But the winner tonight from China, Climber. Let's get some scores. For those that keeping track at home, losing my voice. OG with a 4. Bloody 9 with a 5. Haggard with a 760. Nice score. MG. These guys, I can't say I recognize them too much. These guys are Sin guys, remember? Don't know them that well, and rough day for the tanks. Climber absolutely dominated. This is one of their tanks. Or no, that's not. That's Kobe Bryant. That's one of their MG players. I mean, SLs. That is a sick-ass score. That is just big-time numbers. Kobe Bryant putting up monster numbers. And this is crazy. One play changed his whole complexion of this whole game. Right at about the 1 hour mark into the match, there was a P-strike. Stuka took out both 76s that were just south of the church, or should I say just east of the church, right over here. Landed it and took out both tanks, and then 5 minutes later, point changes. Syndicate runs out of time. But what a great competitive game. I mean, back and forth the whole entire time. I told you guys you were in for a treat. It was a real slugfest, back and forth.